Did my hair for you guys. Well, I guess I did it for myself. I still have stuff to do today. Update, I got a job. Let's see. It takes a lot to be patient. It really does. It takes pace. It takes love. It takes breath. It takes flow, as well as misunderstandings. It takes hardships. I think patience is a muscle. It's something that you have to practice over and over again. It commingles with you and your ignorance, because ignorance is a measurement. It's not like a specific level. I could be the smartest person, and the person in the room that's smarter than me, now I'm just more ignorant than him, just because they're more knowledgeable and more accepting of things that are already outside of their mind, right? Patience specifically to me is built through a lot of lessons. And you know what they say, I take no L's, or if you don't know what that means, it's just like, I don't really lose, but when you lose is when you get the opportunity to be wise. And I hope I'm saying this right, if I remember it the correct way, but wisdom is when knowledge is applied to the lesson. See, the lesson teaches you something, and I feel like I should do a little more eye contact. That's my bad. The lesson will teach you what you need to know, but you don't get the prep before the lesson. You get the lesson, and then you understand it afterwards. It's like a life lesson, you know? And to me, that's what builds the patience. Back to basic ethics, to understand self and other, we have the moment and the opportunity to be patient with oneself, but also to be patient with others. Back to that yin and that yang. Can you guys hear that? I hope you can't hear that. I'll just try to edit the EQ the right way. Back to what I was talking about. Self and other. You have to take the journey with self to understand other, but you can only reflect yourself if you understand other. So, I know that's a little complicated. Let me break it back down one more time. In order to understand self, you have to experience with others to identify who you are. Now, it's not the only road, but we are humans, and humans are built upon community, and community is built upon communication and system. And communication needs commune, and commune is nutrition, and it's a system that's built of which you're able to nourish one another. Now, you have a responsibility. Let me clarify. I believe we have a responsibility to take care of ourselves so that we can take care of each other. Now, I know that sounds very simple, but sometimes we forget those formulas. We forget that that's how we're built, that's how we're created, and that's how we process at our highest frequency. So, patience is something that we learn from self and other. We need to understand our own pace. We need to understand the pace that we truly want to identify as. We are, that we can be, that we were. To be in that place of understanding the tenses as if the same way we talked about in the other video. Patience is something that needs to be practiced, and I hear that very often, but you don't understand what it means until you've gone through those practices by yourself so that you have the definition for yourself, right? Somebody can tell me that the lava's hot, but until I get close to that lava and I start to feel that heat coming from that lava, now it's a personal experience, and that definition for me sets a tone. It's what I understand. It's not just what they understand. So now we understand it, but in order for us to understand it, I have to understand it for myself as well. Patience means that you won't have the answer. Patience means that you have to trust the process. Patience means going through what you have to go through so that you can become who you need to be, the better version of your patience, right? I guess you would say it that way. I want to bring up a story, and I don't know which one it is yet, but a moment of which I had to be really patient. Actually, recently, with the job search and everything, I knew for a fact that, yes, I was doing what I was supposed to do at the other job, and I wasn't doing anything wrong, but I felt like I was late. I was wasting my life energy away. There wasn't purpose to the energy. I was just getting up, going, moving things, clicking buttons, coming back home and finding that most of my day was taken away from me. Now, you're like, oh, well, when you get home, you can do other things. Yeah, but I no longer had the energy because what I was doing was depleting me. So I chose myself, even though there were high risks. I don't think everybody should do this, but I trusted myself a lot, right? And I bet on myself a lot. And I knew that I wasn't supposed to be in that position. And I'm grateful for my friend that got me that job. I'm grateful that the people there were cool. But the position I was in and what they expected of me, they would have benefited having me in a more creative position, or they would have benefited having me making more creative decisions. And what they needed right at that moment wasn't what I needed for me. So I chose me, and I said, hey, like, I can't do this job. I'm literally feeling like I'm suffocating. And I sent them a very professional email. And I let them know that if they want to do some more stuff on the communication side, when it comes to their all around, it was just time for me to leave. So I sent that resignation letter, and instantly, I had one day to myself, and I already felt like I was nurturing. I already nourished what I felt like was gone, and I got it back, and I kept nourishing myself and starting to understand exactly what I needed in order for me to not waste my energy, but allow my energy to build more energy, to have like a recycle of energy that just naturally fuels itself. And now that I'm at that place where I understand that for myself, I'm able to do that with my work. I'm able to go outside with my new job, get air, oxygen, it's beautiful. I'm able to go and communicate with others, and I get to move. Like, I was in a chair for the entire day. Now, I tell you this story because I had to be patient with myself. I almost went like a month without, I was doing side jobs and side missions and stuff, but without an actual job, and money wasn't coming in. And I had to be patient with myself and trust that there was going to be something that came that fulfilled the things that I needed in order for me to be the better version of myself and process. Like, you don't want me working at your job and being miserable, right? There's a fly in my apartment, condo, whatever. I'm gonna get that later. And you don't want me to be miserable at your job, right? So I had to trust that there was gonna be something along the way. But in that process of trusting that and being patient, you have to show will. You have to be willing to get to where you know you're gonna go. You have to knock on the doors, you have to ask the questions, you have to show up and show yourself. Because if you don't do that, then you're not showing the universe that you're ready for that opportunity. See, to me, being patient means to trust yourself, to trust the universe, trust God, however you see this. You have to be patient, but you most importantly have to be prepared, and then the opportunity will come. You have to fully know that it's coming. And that opportunity might tenfold, actually. It might not even be the job that I just have now. It might be me working in the industry again. It might be me creating things and helping people and process and working with Ballet Beyond Borders year round. That's the goal, right? It might be this community, YouTube, like, I'm finding peace in this. It's a form of expression to me, and I'm being patient with it. But most importantly, I'm being consistent. That consistency builds discipline, and that discipline, for me, builds certainty. Certainty is a specific word. When I say certainty, I mean growth, I mean understanding, I mean newer lessons, I mean showing up and being willing to learn from life daily, and this is doing that for me. I've met really good people in this space, in this community, and it's inspiring me to do so. This morning, I was watching, I'm just gonna name drop her in every video. I was watching one of Lisa's videos, and she name dropped me. And it's not that like, oh, she name dropped me. It's just that we're recognizing each other as souls, people in this space, that we're learning from each other. And we haven't even met each other. It's so beautiful. It really is beautiful. And I can't wait to even get more into my solitude right now, to where my interactions with the people that I'm learning and growing from are just pure-hearted. We're creating these videos, we're expressing ourselves, our knowledge, these lessons to whoever accepts them. And you gotta be okay with the journey in order to be okay with the patience, because we wanna rush things. In this day and age where we get things so instantly and the normal attention span is like less than 7 seconds, or anything that you're scrolling, and everybody's doom scrolling, and everybody's trying to find that endorphin, or that, I don't know if that's the word, but they're trying to find that thing. And sometimes being patient, letting things flow, even when things feel like they're about to stop, just let them be willing, create the momentum that you want to be on, and just do it. I'd be putting these videos out if there was nobody watching right now. I honestly don't know if anybody's gonna watch this video. So, I'm grateful for the people that have been watching it and have been leaving messages. I really am. These moments are like a form of meditation to me when we're able to process together, when we are able to be patient together, when we're able to analyze what we're doing, how we're doing, why we're doing it, and understanding how we work. It's a community, and I'm grateful for the communication that we have, the space in the comments that we're able to communicate in. Sometimes patience might be the hardest thing that you can do, but it's probably the most needed thing that you need to do. These birds are going crazy. It's beautiful. I don't know what the next video will be, but I'll be patient with it. I'll know that I'll be thinking of it, I'll be willing to create it, and me being patient with it will bring it, just like this video did. I'm grateful for you guys being here today. Make sure you grab some sun, you drink some water, drink some tea, and watch what you consume, because sometimes those things will want to make you very impatient. Have a wonderful day. Bye.